In this section, I'm going to be going over how you guys can best utilize this course, get the maximum value out of it. Again, I want you guys to all get good value out of this and really learn something and really be able to master this skill or come close to mastering pocket presence after this is over. So again, this is going to basically be your guys' homework. Some people don't want the structured drills, but some people love the structured drills. So again, if you're one of those people that really want the structured drills, this is the section for you. Again, on the road to mastering pocket presence, I would start off in offensive only practice mode. And again, I would highly recommend 25 reps a day for a week, and then do this as soon as you get on. And then after you warm up for a little bit with the drills, then you can go into the game, and see if you can kind of apply what you did in practice mode. So again, you can pick any team. I would recommend practicing with the formation you usually use or practicing with the playbook you usually use, just so you're kind of used to maneuvering the pocket a certain way based on the route combinations you have in the field. Because on certain plays, if you have all your route combos kind of drifting towards or progressing to the right side of the field, you might tend to roll that way with your quarterback. So again, this is a good way to get practice with your plays and to master your pocket presence at the same time. So again, 25 reps a day for a week. I will say, if you guys want a more personalized approach, and again, this is just me speaking to the average player, this is just me kind of saying, depending on how many people bought this, I don't know, there's going to be various skill levels of people who bought this course. So, but if you guys want a more personalized approach, and kind of depending on what your skill level is at, again, in our subscription model for the Man Academy, on our top option for members, we have, again, a personalized plan. So basically, where I take you guys into a game. After the game, I kind of break down your skills in a scouting report. So I give you guys a grade or a rating. So maybe your pocket presence wasn't looking too good that day, and maybe that's something you really struggled at, and we rated your pocket presence at 25 out of 100. So again, we will have a tailor-made game plan just for you, a tailor-made training plan just for you, based on your ratings. So maybe if you have the 25, you might need to do 100 reps for a week to fully master this skill. But again, just generally speaking here, again, we're going to go with the 25 reps. For a week each day. And again, and this is offensive only, so obviously there's not going to be any defensive lineman here. So again, this is just to get a feel for stepping up in the pocket. And again, pay attention to where you're starting on offense. And also what I did there was I kind of moved. So if you click LT in the left analog, you can kind of move where you're on the field. And most of the times you're not going to be right in the middle of the field. You're going to be near a hash. So try to move the ball to a hash, and you can kind of mix up which side of the field that you're on. So I would maybe do 12 reps on one half of the field, and then 13 reps on the other. And again, set up your plays as you usually would, and try to keep your eyes on the field. Or if you're just starting out, I guess you can cheat a little bit and kind of look at the line. But again, I would do your best to keep your eyes down the field while maneuvering the left analog. Again, you can either slightly tap up on the left analog, and that's usually what I do while keeping your eyes down the field, or you can cancel the drop back by holding LT. So again, always go back to after the play and kind of watch the instant replay and see how you did. So again, pay attention to where you're catching the ball. So or where you're standing at the start of the play. So if you're starting at the 42, try to get back to that spot. Because if you don't cancel the drop back, again, the guy's going to automatically send you back, a few yards. So try to step right back up to where your guy started, to where he kind of caught the ball. that's where you want to start, or that's the point you want to get back to. Because again, if you just stay right here, again, it's going to be pretty easy for, the DNs to loop around. So the farther back you drift, the easier it's going to be for the DNs to get around. And again, to buy that extra time, you really want to be stepped up into the pocket. Again, you don't want to overstep into the lineman, but you want to have at least a yard or two. You want to be like a yard or two away from your offensive lineman usually. So again, work on staying. The two things are work on staying with inside the tackle box, and again, try to get back to the point you started at. So we started at the 42, so you can go kind of a yard above or even a yard back, but try to stay within that 2-yard radius from where you started. So again, if we started at the 42, try to stay within the 41 to the 43. If you get any beyond the 43, again, you're getting really close to your lineman there. So again, go back at the end of each play and kind of assess yourself at the end and say, okay, maybe I was successful on 17 under 25. And keep track. Try to keep track every day and see how you did. Track your progress. So again, we started at the 42. Want to get back to that point, and it's fine. It's perfectly fine to move left and right, and I recommend doing that because in a game you are gonna have to move left and right depending on where the pressure's coming from. So if there's pressure coming from the left, you do generally want to kind of move towards the right while staying with inside the tackle box. And you want to stay with inside the tackle box because once you start moving outside this guy, obviously it's going to be easy for the DM to get around. So again, you want to stay stepped up and within the tackle box. Again, moving left and right is perfectly fine. And again, I would recommend doing this right as soon as you get on. Do all the drills from these courses. Again, there's going to be drills in almost every course. So again, try to do the drills first, just like in real life. If you're preparing for a sporting event, you're going to have, practice beforehand. You got to do, some drills. So again, complete the drills first, then go into the game. And then after the game's over, then you can kind of assess, okay, I didn't do this good. I got to do this better. And then you can kind of go back and work on more drills.